Good evening and welcome to the FIBA EuroBasket 2025 press conference. Just seen Greece take on Great Britain here in London at the Copper Box Arena. I'm pleased to be joined by head coach Vasilis Spanoulis and player Nazareth Mitralong from Greece. Coach, talk me through that one, a tough loss on the road for you.
It's okay, it's not a tough loss, we come here to compete. We had a lot of new faces in the team. We give opportunities to a lot of also young guys, and I'm pretty much happy to see my players to compete, and we cannot judge them because we lose, and if we win, to say that they are great players. Overall, we had a good game, but small details cost us the rhythm of the game, and we will be better next game.
Thank you. And Nazareth, to you, you take on GB on Sunday at home. What do you have to change to get the win?
Again, I think I agree with what Coach said. It's the details, right? In the first half, we were doing the small things, more aggressive. We wanted it more. Second half, I felt like it reversed. Again, thankfully, we get to see them on Sunday. We'll clean that up, and then we'll be ready for that.
Perfect. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
We'll be shortly joined by Mark Stutel and Carl Wheatle from Team Great Britain. Welcome back to this FIBA EuroBasket 2025 qualifying press conference. I'm pleased to be joined by head coach from Great Britain, Mark Stutel, and captain Carl Wheatle. Mark, a fantastic win at home against one of the toughest opponents in this group. Talk me through it.
Yeah, I think our group really pride themselves on how we stay together in good moments and difficult moments, and for sure we didn't find any synergy or any flow with the game in that first half, and getting down to 17 points. But I thought it was huge that we were able to get it back to single digits by the half, and then defensively to hold them to, I think, a 31-point second half. I thought that was key for us, particularly that third quarter defensively. So yeah, it was a really gritty win for us. And yeah, I think some areas of our play that we want to reflect on for sure. But I was really proud of the group with many individual outstanding performances.
And talk me through what you said at half time to change that.
Yeah. Do you want to get the thoughts of Carl first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl, your thoughts?
Yeah, similar to Coach really. We won in our flow, especially defensively in the first half, and had a few too many turnovers. But we righted the ship in the second half, and to only have 5 in the second half was key to what we were trying to do. And we played with great pace in the second half. Defensively, we were much more connected as a unit, and that showed in how we were able to force turnovers, get out in transition, and get some easier looks. And that's the way we want to play going forward. We had some great performances today, and as a unit, we really stepped up our defense in the second half.
So coming back to you, Mark, just on the change that at the half, what did you say, and what system change did you make to get it to where it was?
I think we've got, regardless of our age, we've got a really kind of mature group. The man sat next to me has been around a long time with the seniors, and veteran leadership with Gabe Olaseni and Miles Hessen, and we also have got new exciting players at the start of their journey. So I think I really want to shout out the players. I want to shout out our coaching staff, our performance staff, everybody included in our group. So it's not about half time. It's about our group and trying to stay true to our identity and play kind of a GB brand of basketball. And I thought we did that a better job in the third, like I say, a better job in the fourth, and I hope these guys get to enjoy it for the next few hours, and then make sure that we reflect, because we know that we've got another opportunity on Sunday, and I'm sure Greece will be looking at how they can improve too.
Absolutely. Carl, coming to you, in terms of what we saw tonight, there was a huge fan base here for GB, and they made the noise. And what does it feel like as a player on court to have that sort of support getting behind you as you start to change the momentum of the game?
It's fundamental for us how the crowd gets involved in games like this. We feed off the energy of the people and the supporters give us. So when we're trying to make those runs, when we're trying to have those hustle plays or those defensive possessions, or we hit a big shot, feeding off the energy that the crowd gives us, it gives us an extra boost. We want GB to grow as a game, and as much as we want to do it as a program, we want the support to rise with that as well. We want to inspire the next generation. We want to have people come to the game and leave with good memories of having watched GB basketball play. And so if we can continue to do that, I'm sure that we'll continue to sell out games and continue to have the great kind of atmosphere we had today.
Absolutely. And Carl, finally, just as you head into Sunday's game against Greece, there was obviously some challenges in the first half that we've discussed. What do you guys need as a group to tighten up just to make sure that we get the win over there as well? Well,
for sure, in these next few days, we'll look back at the film and look at what we can do better. For sure, trying to dictate more our style of play. So keeping the pace high and really trying to be aggressive defensively. I think if we can take away from our second half performance defensively and go into Sunday with that mentality, then that will definitely be a way we can have success against them. For sure, they'll make adjustments too, because we know Greece is a very strong unit, and especially in their home, it's going to be a hostile atmosphere. But we have to play our way, and that's the best chance. That's the best way to give ourselves a chance of coming out successful on Sunday.
Thank you. That concludes the FIBA EuroBasket 2025. Sorry, apologies. Open to the floor for questions.
Well, just the one question, I guess, for me, Coach. Just talk about Quinn Ellis's performance tonight. Really, solid both ends of the floor. Got a couple of blocks. Was really aggressive, especially in the early going. Just talk about his showing.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of maturity with certain parts of his performance, and I think we all, particularly, I would say British basketball, we have to understand where Quinn's at. You know, Quinn's playing at a really good level, and we're really proud of Quinn and Quinn's development. Yeah, he's a special talent for sure, but you know, he still has to find a way to mature. And I think today I was really proud of how he managed some difficult situations. You know, straight away, after the game, Quinn probably talking about some of the possessions that I think he would like back, but to be able for him to continue to grow and be an integral part of this team, and for this group to grind out wins whilst, you know, there's still areas for his play to improve. I think that's really exciting and really special. But he's just an awesome young man. You know, we've seen him develop just in a short space of time with the seniors since he's broke on, for sure on the floor and his basketball, but even his confidence and his stature within the group. And I think that's something that's really important. You know, these windows, everything's accelerated, everything's fast, everything's dynamic. You know, I think Quinn's ability to navigate that is special. So we're excited for him, you know, we're excited for his future. But again, I think, you know, we have to understand where he's at, you know, his age. And I'm not saying that disrespectfully, I'm saying that I think the future's exciting. And I still think, you know, he can continue to grow. So, yeah, we're excited to have him.
Just two quick questions. Just going ahead now, what Carl was saying about Greece, it's an unusual situation where you have to face the same team in EuroBasket qualifying twice in the space of 72 some odd hours. Just what's the momentum now like that you've won that game and you go to their place on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously not a lot that either team, I suppose, can drastically change, you know. And I think that's, again, one of the fun parameters of the windows. You know, I think you always want to try and get the balance right of covering different scenarios and different situations. And again, massive shout out to our you know, coaching staff who looked at a range of different situations. And I thought the guys were really well prepared in that sense. I think looking forward, you know, we have to review some areas from our performance. There's things that we really want to do better. You know, and I don't think we imposed our style on the game for long enough. And I think, you know, there's definitely some decision-making possessions that I think we would like to review again. But that's a part of it. You know, we're all learning and we're all growing. So I think for me, it's about getting sure the physical recovery. Like I say, tomorrow, you know, long travel day and a chance for us to review the film. And then, yeah, hopefully we're able to develop, you know, probably one or two specific things and expect a really hostile environment out there on Sunday.
Carl, final question for me, I promise. It's, you know, you had a 15-2 start to that fourth quarter. You were trailing by as many as 17. And obviously, that was a big run that, you know, turned the tide. You know, what was it like on the court and on the bench? And, you know, what was as a player, what was that like?
No, it's an incredible feeling to have those kind of runs. You know, basketball is a game of runs, and when you can put together consecutive good defensive possessions and get out in transition and score, and you know, and you keep the game simple and you can play the right way, it gives energy to yourselves, to the team, to the crowd, to everyone involved, really. You know, I can't remember the plays exactly, but I know Quinn had a couple dunks, Amin had a dunk in transition, Gabe got out and had a dunk. You know, those kind of plays, when we can play that way as a team, and it's obviously not going to happen every single game, but if we can impose our will and try to play that way, then we're definitely going to have more positive results than not. And so to have those kind of runs, especially coming back from a larger deficit, you know, it showed the character of the group, the kind of unity that we want to have going forward as a team. You know, obviously we don't want to find ourselves in holes in games, you know, often, but it shows that when we stick together, when we fight as a unit, that we can achieve really good things as a team, and that's something we hope to continue to do in the future.
Thank you to both Mark Stutell and Carl Wheatle. That concludes the FIBA EuroBasket 2025 qualifier press conference.